First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Allow respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. All those brothers and sisters that's in the truth, all the elders and apostles that's been teaching and ruling well, hopefully we part of the elect. With that being said, this your brother Dewaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And as you see on my phone screen here, I got Alaska Prepper. And the title of his video is Desperate People Do the Unthinkable. Man kills father of two for cutting in line. And that's in line. That's the rest of the title of his video. And he's going to sit up here. Now, this happened in France. You know, one of his subscribers sent him an email or a letter telling them what's happening over there. And it's a few things that's happening over there. And I'm going to sit up here and play a minute and maybe a half of this video. And he's going to explain to you why the guy got killed for cutting in line. And also, there was something else that happened over there. And all this is coming over here, people. Hey, France, Europe, all of them are catching hell right now. How long you think it's going to be before all that hell comes over here? You know, it's coming over here. And everything that's happening over there is going to happen over here. And even worse. But before I sit up here and let him play, hold on, let me sit up here and get, I had 2nd Esdras chapter 6 pulled up already. And I'm going to read 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And a trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be afraid. And these and you're going to find out why I read this, because not only are these storehouses going to be empty, not only are these food places going to be empty, you're talking about gasoline, diesel, all these things are not going to be around, man, at some point. You're not going to have these items. And guess what? That's going to cause people to lose their goddamn mind. And then a lot of people going to start, and we sounding the trumpet, you know, because when all hell break loose, when all this stuff happens, people going to lose their goddamn mind, man. You know, a lot of motherfuckers going to be afraid because motherfuckers going to be out there losing their mind. And then it's going to be every man for himself. It's going to be survival of the fittest because a lot of this stuff ain't going to be around. A lot of this food, a lot of the gas, energy, all this stuff is going to be, people going to be hunting for it. And so with that, man, let me go ahead and let him play.
First and foremost, in those nations that are poorer. That's why I said that when Europe finally goes, you better get ready here in the United States. Because we're ready. We're next. Okay? But anyways, there was actually a death because people were fighting over fuel. A young man took another man's life, a father of two, because he walked past him at the gas station. He took a man's life because he cut in line, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here. This is just crazy. This is what people will do now. And things aren't even as bad as they're going to get as winter progresses. He says here yesterday. I think he meant yesterday. Yesterday, listen to this. Yesterday, a gang of extra-European men took control of a gas station near Paris to manage it. And they were doling out free gas for people from that neighborhood and would charge people an extra cost that did not live in that neighborhood. He says, we are going to be a third world country soon, as we thought.
And I'm going to end it right there. So y'all heard what he said. He said, not only did the guy get killed who cut in line, you know, and that's due to the gas over there. That's due to the gas shortages. That's due to all the stuff that's happening over there in France. But then he stood up here and said that some guys took over a gas station and was giving out free gas to the people who lived in the area, but was charging other people even more who didn't live in the area. And guess what that sound like? That's 2nd Esdras. But before I get that, that Egyptian against Egyptian, man, because when all that stuff happens over here, all that stuff is going to happen over here is going to be a hell of a lot worse. You know, everything that's happening over there all that stuff is going to happen over here, and it's going to be worse. You know, that Egyptian against Egyptian. And I'm just going to get to the point. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set Egyptian against Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's what's going to end up happening. And that's what's happening. Hey, that guy got killed all because he buttoned in the front of a line with another guy. But guess what? All that stuff is going to happen, man, because you're going to have Egyptian against Egyptian. You're going to have all mother's going to be fighting over food. Mother's going to be fighting over oil. Mother's going to be fighting over gas. Mother's going to be fighting over a packet of honey. Mother's going to be fighting over every goddamn thing, man. You know? And when all hell break loose, ain't going to be no more friends. Ain't going to be no more brothers. It's going to be every man for himself. But we going to be all right. The 1/3 going to be all right. The elect going to be all right. You know? And I pray I'm one of those guys. You know, we always sit up here and say we're going to be all right because we have that faith that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to protect us during that time. As long as we doing what we supposed to do. You got to have faith. But with that being said, hey, this is Egyptian against Egyptian, man. And you see what happened over in France. That is coming over here. It's coming over here. And then you heard the mob of people. That's that second address, which I'm about to get right now. Salakia, brothers. Here it is, 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm going to start at 14. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, the sword in their hands. And the modern day sword is the gun. Hey, but people going to probably be using swords, knives, bats, and also golf clubs and all sorts of shit when all hell break loose. Whatever they can find, you know. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in the power. And look what they did. They sit up here and then, you know, here it is. They sit up here and took over a gas station, you know, and couldn't no one stop them from doing what they doing. They were doling out the gas. And didn't no one come over there and stop them. And they was even charging other people who wasn't even living there more. Guess what? And it's gonna be way worse over here when all hell break loose. You know? They're gonna be that sedition among men. A man shall desire to go into a city, and that shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And hey, what he was talking about was happening over there in France with them taking over the gas station with that guy getting shot, you know, for cutting the line for some fuel. You know, all these things are going to be happening. Where your cops going to be? Who's going to save you? Nobody. If you ain't under Psalms 91, like the brother Murph always saying here in Chicago, you is through. You know, if you ain't got this wisdom and knowledge, man, and you through. And a lot of people about to find out the hard way. This 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. And hey, ain't nobody gonna have pity on you, man. These people ain't gonna have pity on friend against friend, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. Edomites gonna be going against Edomites, you know. Everyone gonna be battling each other. You're gonna have the have and have not. You're gonna have these race wars, you know. You're gonna have all sorts of shit going on when all hell break loose over here in this country. But you looking at what's happening over there in France and then other European nations, Sri Lanka and Venezuela, all them other nations, all them other countries where all this shit is happening, third world countries, all the poor little countries. You see what's happening over there. It's just a matter of time before it comes over here. And guess what? It's going to be on and popping. You know? Because this place going to catch hell. Hell. But like, hey, like it says in Isaiah 65 and 30, you know what? I could just end it on that. Let me go ahead and just end it on that while I'm saying it. Let me go to this other Isaiah, because we're going to be okay when all hell break loose. Isaiah 65, and I can just end it there. Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord thy power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. We gonna be all right when all hell break loose. We ain't gonna be fighting over nothing. The Heavenly Father got us. We gonna be in the league. We gonna be in league with the beasts of the field. We gonna be okay. So like your brothers, yeah, we gonna be okay when all things in hell break loose. We gonna be okay. We gonna be all right. we gonna be all right. You know, everything gonna be all right with us. You know, but this is Isaiah 65:14. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. We gonna be joyful. We gonna be happy when all hell break loose, cause ain't nothing gonna happen with us. And like I said before, I'm praying that I'm one of the hopeful elect. You know, while all hell breaking loose, hey, his servants, the elect, the 1/3 are gonna be okay, and that's the point. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Allow respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching the truth around the four corners of the earth. It's salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Abba Babal. Shalom.